The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Prescott on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Another try following the sack. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Dak now from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Cowboys with their first shot inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. 1st down, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
formation doesn't move the chains, I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Prescott here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Prescott will sneak it. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and goal. Here's Williams. There's so much for finishing things on the ground. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun is Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. George Pickens the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young in Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And it's 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Across the 45 and still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Back to the ground they go. Hubbard manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
must just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Going play action. Young. Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And they hold him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Young working from the gun. McMillan on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Notable receiver downfield. Awesome.
He was downfield in a hurry, hoping to help with the play, but that effort cost some points as the penalty wipes out that touchdown. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap now to Young. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers start off well to tie things 7-7. they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Draw play. This is Williams. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. Blast through midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he gets this very close to that first. It's going to be 3rd and short at the 35.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. Here's Dak. It's on target to Williams. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Cowboys. With it, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Dak out of the pistol. Looking slant route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Prescott with a blitz coming. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Only need about half a yard, if that, Brock. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense out ready to go for their 2nd try. And normally they'd need this out, Brock, but facing such a small deficit, good chance they try to get a field goal here before the break. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the ground game here. Juke the defender. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Young on 1st and 10. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Complete to Tremble. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. A one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Brought down by Jerron Bland.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Knocked out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that second down run.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
For a Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 48. Hits him on the end route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down, Young. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Motioning left is their running back. Took off with it again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. Tying this game up. They're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner. So some added importance on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Dak now from the gun. That's another quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
They go with Williams on a counter. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
A gain of 15. And the Cowboy 1st down.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Big yards on the right side. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
First down, Dallas.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That's Pickens with a catch out right. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Dak throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Trying again, following the set. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Ain't no other king in his rep thing than siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They just appearing. I'm in the city with a flag beginning thrown like it was passed in the family's padlock around the building.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Young. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Young working from the gun. Tremble with the grab. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. Now Young. Fits it through the middle. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a fourth-quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. From the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Cowboys losing by 4. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Ran up by the luxuriness of the highest metric. The city just made a sweep. People diabetic. They mouths were full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the 44-yard line now, first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Screen here for Williams. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock. This one loses yards.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
That throw finds Pickens. And boy, they made a challenge for that first down. They got very close, picked up 14. Now it's 3rd and short. Now to throw. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
Going for it, it's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Fourth down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a first down.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. That's caught by Williams. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. One final shot here. Touchdown! No time left!
Touchdown, Dallas.
So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.